Casey says, how do you get your horse to ride in a group without showing aggression? Oh, that's a good question. I like that one a lot. So there's a couple ways that I'll work on this. One, I talked earlier about the magnet training and the direction training that you can do, right? So it's like if your horse gets aggressive with other horses, you can show them that, when they get aggressive, start working them. That showing that aggressive behavior gets them more work. But when they start lowering that head, taking a deep breath, that's when things get softer. You might let them slow down and relax. So giving them clarity there. But here's another really cool practical tip that I'll do. So, but for this particular thing, you'll either need like a fence line where you can separate you and another horse, or if you have a round pen where you can put one horse in the round pen and then you can ride around the round pen or work your horse around the round pen. The idea is, so let's say you're riding, okay? And so I did this with a horse, and I just did this with a fence line. There was one horse across the fence line, and the horse worked perfectly because a lot of horses, they see you riding from over the fence line, they're going to come over. So the horse that I was riding wanted to be aggressive, but there was a nice, good, solid fence between us that would keep that horse from lunging at the other horse. But every time that they veered towards the other horse, I'd give them a loose rein. I'd let them go to that other horse, ears pinned, and I'd start circling them, right? Just to let them know, like, hey, this is going to do a lot of work. If you get nasty attitude, you're going to move those feet and go, and we're going to do these mindless circles. Horses hate mindless circles. They love when we're doing circles, when we're doing transitions, we're communicating, we're breathing them down. They love that kind of stuff. But you want to do a mindless circle, getting their hind end up underneath them, hustle, 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 hustle. And then I take them away from that horse, take that deep breath, and then I'll give them the opportunity to join back again. And when they join back up again, if they're quiet and relaxed, we can continue on a loose rein. But if they get nasty, we go back to working, hustle, 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 to let them know that by having a bad attitude, not a good thing for them. So you can use a round pin to do it, or you can just use a fence line. You don't have to have a round pin. But basically the idea is to keep the horses separate so you can stay safe while you're schooling on those things.